All right, today we're going to talk about someone who's really been called the new face of American immigration enforcement. He's a pretty controversial figure, super high profile, and he's completely changing how things are done. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about Greg Bovino.
So right off the bat, you hear him described as being cut from a different cloth. You know, when you're talking about U.S. immigration authorities, that's a really strong statement. So you have to ask, what is it that makes this guy so different? Let's unpack that.
Okay, first things first, we've got to talk about his public image. Because with Bovino, it's not just about the job, it's about the entire persona he's crafted. He is, by all accounts, a truly unconventional officer.
And this really gets to the core of it. I mean, unlike so many officials who kind of stay in the shadows, Bovino absolutely loves the spotlight. He's all over social media, posting these pictures with assault rifles and full tactical gear. He's even got videos set to rap music and isn't afraid to get into public fights online with officials who oppose him. It is a very, very in-your-face style.
So you might be wondering, how does this whole persona actually translate into action on the ground? Well, it's not just an image. He's become known for a very specific enforcement strategy, one that he actually gave a name to himself. He calls it turn and burn. So what is it? Well, in his words, it's a system that's all about speed and surprise. The idea is to get in, make arrests, rack 'em up, as he says, and be gone before anyone, especially protesters, even knows what's happening. It's all about quick, overwhelming force. And just to put this into perspective, let's see how different this is from the way things were typically done. Bovino's turn-and-burn approach is way more aggressive, almost like a border patrol operation, but happening in the middle of a major city. This is a huge shift from the more methodical, investigative style that ICE has traditionally used. And this is where things get really interesting. This kind of stuff isn't just happening at the border anymore. Bovino is taking these aggressive tactics and implementing them in cities all across the U.S., which is giving him this massive national footprint. And just take a look at this list. We're talking major operations in cities from coast to coast. He's been on the ground in LA, Chicago, Charlotte, New Orleans, Minneapolis. I mean, you name it. It seems like wherever there's a big, high-profile enforcement scene, he shows up. And if you really want a picture of what these operations feel like, get this example from Chicago. We're talking about a helicopter landing on the roof of an apartment building, agents rappelling down the sides. I mean, it's like something straight out of an action movie. And Bovino, he was right there, on camera, for the whole thing. It just shows you how intense these methods are.
You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? He's in the spotlight, in your face, and he makes no bones about it. There's no hiding, there are no apologies. This is a very deliberate style of enforcement, and he's not afraid to show it off.
So, what does all of this add up to? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. Because it's become pretty clear that Bovino isn't just one agent doing his own thing. He has truly become the face of a much larger national strategy. And here it is, the bottom line. In a really short period of time, Greg Bovino has made himself the public face of the administration's push for mass deportation. His aggressive tactics, his very public persona, it's all made him a symbol for this whole new approach to immigration enforcement.
And all of this leads us to the big question. As these kinds of military-style tactics move from the border and into our biggest cities, led by a figure like Bovino, what does this new style of enforcement really signify for the future of immigration in America? It's definitely something to think about.